Currently we are in section 9 and we are about to check out the second video of this section. So in this video we will check out first what is inheritance, what are the types of inheritance supported in Dart, and also what is the object class. So firstly let us understand inheritance with the help of an example. Suppose we have a class of dog. Now as said we can create class of anything. So here we have a class of dog and cat. Now within the class of dog we have string color, string breed and few functions such as bark and eat. Similarly within the class of cat we have string color and age and also few functions or behavior such as mew and eat. Now if you notice within these two classes we have something in common such as the behavior eat is present within both the classes such as here and here. Similarly, the string color is present in both the classes, such as within the class of dog and here as well we have string color. Now a good programmer should always try to avoid the code repetition. So here comes inheritance into picture. Now if you find something in common between dog and cat, we have it like both are animal in nature. So we can basically create the class of animal and inherit all the properties from this class of animal within dog and cat like this. So within the class of animal, we can define string color and void eat function. Now that we have these two properties and behavior within the class of animal, so let us modify our class of dog and inherit all the properties of animal within the class of dog. So for that, let us write some code or modify some code. So here we have class dog using the extends keyword. Now when we use extends animal, this simply means that we are inheriting all the properties of class animal such as color and eat within the class of dog. So now we can remove those properties and just we are left with breed and bark, which is actually applicable for just dog. Similarly in class of cat, we can do the same thing. We can use class cat extends animal, which means we can now remove color and eat and we are now left with only age and mew. With this we are inheriting all the properties of the animal within the class of cat. Perfect. So this is what is known as inheritance in Dart, where one class inherits the properties of another class. And now this class dog and this class cat is actually known as the subclass or the child class. Similarly, here the class of animal will actually be known as the superclass, base class or the parent class. Perfect. So just remember this animal is the parent class and this dog and cat are acting as a child class or the subclass. Proceeding, let us check out what are the commonly used inheritance in Dart. Now in Dart we have single inheritance, multi-level inheritance and the hierarchical inheritance. Let us first check out the single inheritance, where we have class B and this class B inherits from class A. So in this case we can call it as single inheritance where we have just one class inheriting from another class. In case of multi-level inheritance we have class C which inherits from class B and this B in return inherits from class A. So in case of multi-level inheritance you notice we have multi-level like this of the classes. So this class C will get all the properties of class B and class A indirectly. And this class B will only get the properties present in the class A. Now in case of hierarchical inheritance, we have suppose class B and class C and both of them inherits the properties of the class A. And this is the same example like we saw in our previous slide of dog and cat example, where class B was dog and here we have cat and on the top we have animal. So this is known as hierarchical inheritance. Now if you notice all the lower level classes such as B, C and here class B, they are all known as the child class or the subclass. Remember that. And all the classes, suppose here we have class A on the top, it is known as the parent class. And here as well class A is acting as a parent class. Now in case of multi-level inheritance, this class C is acting as a child class for class B and class A. But this class B is lying in between class A and class C like a sandwich. So this class B is actually acting as a parent class for this class C. But the same class B is acting as a child class for this class A. Pretty simple, isn't it? And now above class A on the top, just remember in the end, all the classes in Dart inherits from a common class of object. So above all, we always have a common class of object present from which all the classes in Dart inherits. So this object is always present on the top. And this object class is not blank, it contains some properties. Let me talk about it. But before that, let us define what is inheritance. Well, inheritance is a mechanism in which one object acquires the properties of its parent class object. As simple as that. All the classes inherits from the class of object. And this class of object provides few default implementation, such as it provides the implementation of toString method. Well, this toString method simply returns the string representation of the object. And then it also provides the default implementation of hashcode getter method. Well, this method returns the hash code of an object. Well, what is a hash code? We will talk about it shortly in our upcoming section, when we will talk about hash map. And now in the end, it also provides the operator of equals, which will help us to compare two objects, that is, establish the equality between two objects based on some condition. Now what is toString, hash code and equals operator? We will check them out in our upcoming section. So as of now, please don't worry about them. Just remember, the superclass of any class is always one object, which is a class, and this object provides default implementation of these methods or getter and setter like that. Now what is the advantages of using inheritance? Well, first of all, it reduces code redundancy. That is, it simply promotes code reusability. Secondly, it simply provides the mechanism of method overriding, which again we will cover it in our upcoming videos in this section itself. And in the end, it simply makes our code look much cleaner because it simply reduces code repetition. So that's all for this video, and in the next video